This is my friend Bonnie. I call her Nene. And I made her cry. And you're probably like, Karis, that's such a mean thing to be happy about. Well, I'm going to tell you why. So, let's go back to the beginning. Everything I turn to, I break. Everything I turn to, I break through. Is always lies. So, around a month later, I found out that I got into the finals of my school's talent show. And that meant I was going to perform in front of a ton of people live. And I was terrified. But I knew a large audience meant a lot of people were going to be there listening. And I go to a girls' school, which meant a lot of teenage girls with a lot of insecurities and a lot of different fears were going to be listening. And I wanted to make a difference, and I wanted to spread a message that everyone should hear. And I live in Hong Kong, a place where a lot of topics are taboo necessarily, and people are afraid to say a lot of things out loud, let alone in front of 1,000 people. So I turned on my iPad and I started scrolling through Twitter, something I do a lot, and I came across this video of Joshua Bassett giving a talk in front of a bunch of college students about mental health and fears. And I was like, that's what I want to do. That's what I want to write a song about. And that's what I want to convey a message of. And I really wanted people to understand that most of the time people are hiding behind a facade. A lot of people might be going through something that you never know the amount of pain they're in just by looking. And it never hurts to tell people you love them, because personally, sometimes I feel unloved myself, and I don't want anyone to feel like that. I want people to constantly feel like they're wanted and they're worthy and they're loved. And that's something I wanted to convey in my song as well. So I got on my piano and I started to play those chords again. And I started to write, tell someone you love them. The mirror. And I actually took my time to draw and animate like every single like little animation you see in the background of my performance, because I wanted it to feel very emotional and somewhat human. And all the quotes you see are from a poll I did on my Instagram where I asked people what their biggest fears were. And it came out really nicely, I think. I'm proud of myself for doing it. Hello, I'm Karis, and this is Joshua. He's kind of shy. Let's sit here. So, a few months ago, I asked people a question, and the question was, what's your biggest fear? And based on those replies, I wrote a song, so here's Tell Someone You Love Them. See that would like to read out a quote. Who would you be if you weren't afraid? When we set ourselves free from the bondage of shame and fear and step into who we really are, there's no limit to who you can become. In a world of darkness, we can be beacons of light, starting with yourself. When you change your inner world, you watch the world change, but it starts with you. Always remember, you're here for a reason, and you're loved and cherished. Everyone has fears, but that doesn't mean we should let our fears stop us from being who we truly are. Let's find our light together. I love you all. No ifs or buts. Thank you. Have a good day.
Why did you cry when you watched me on stage?
I felt proud because, you were a really good friend of mine, and then you were like a sister to me, and I felt proud.
Why did you cry before I sang?
I was covering my mouth. I was oh my gosh, Kara's on stage! Wow, in admiration.
But you still cried.
Yes.
And what did I tell you before I performed?
What should you tell me?
No, what did I tell you before I performed?
You'll cry or something like that.
I told you that I'm going to make you cry. That's what I wanted, and you did it. You said I'm probably not gonna cry, and you did it.
I didn't know I was gonna cry that badly. I had no tissues,